Hey, it's Carl here, and I have Joran Laus with me today, joining me from over. Where are you in? Where are you from, Joran?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands. There you go. So we're right across the world on
Yeah.
this hangout here. Who knows what's going to pop in? We might have a surprise. John Kahn, our programmer, may even pop on the hangout today. So the topic is passion. Are you passionate about your business? Okay, and you know I deal with a lot of people on a daily basis. Jaren, I'm pretty sure you probably do too. Of people that are passionate, and then there's some that are just, well, I'm going to try this. Okay, and this is why the majority of people today fail to have any kind of continual success. Now, in order for you to experience the success of leaders and earners and stuff like that are in the industry, you have to have a passion for what you're doing. I had a call yesterday from a guy who said he's going to come on and he's going to join me in IBK because he saw how passionate I was in my videos. And when we got on the phone, he heard the passion in my voice. If you can't be passionate about your business, that is going to resonate over to whoever is on the other end. Okay? They're gonna feel you out. They're gonna look in your eyes. They're gonna listen to your voice. They're gonna see the way that you express yourself, whether you actually are in this to win this or whether you're just, I don't know, pulling the lever of a slot machine. Okay. And this is why the majority of people today are struggling, and they go from business to business to business, and all they can say is, oh, everything just takes my money and I never make anything. Here's what I've got to say to that. For those people that are going to watch this and listen to this, is that I've said this before, very few programs online today are a scam or are out there just to take your money. Okay, the majority of them have a legitimate compensation plan, maybe some a little bit more complicated than others, but the key thing that is required is the work that you put into it. Now, this is where we get back to passion. Okay, if you're passionate, you're going to do anything that it takes to go and get what you want. That's what I do. I'm a very passionate, very highly driven individual. And I don't let anything get in my way. If something doesn't work, I find a way around it. I don't sit there and I don't complain. I just got to find the way around it. That's my passion that takes over from me. Okay? I'm passionate enough that I will find whatever way I can to make things work. We have IBK software, which works very, very well. We had our issues with some of the more recent updates. I guess that they had some hiccups in it, but they're all fixed now. But what I saw was everybody sitting there complaining about how the software doesn't work, and they sat and they did nothing. And yet they all go to me, well, Carl, why are you posting these income statements every day? Well, because I didn't wait for the software. I waited for them to fix it. I didn't sit there and do nothing. I went out there and I manually did what the software would have done automatically for me. Okay? And I'm sure, Jaren, you've done that too, and many others have just said, you know what? So what? There's a hiccup. It's going to get fixed. We just need to go and do what we need to do. And that's the passion. You've got to have this passion, folks. I don't care what business you're in, because people are going to read through your writing. They're going to read through your expressions, through your voice, through your eyes. They're going to read all of that. I can read anybody. I've been so good at learning this over the 30 years that I've been in. I can look at somebody and listen to them and find out whether they're BSing me or whether they're really serious about something. Okay? And, you're going to find I'm very transparent. You already know that. You've seen me, I express myself.
Yeah.
Okay. And, you were talking to me just prior to coming on here about different people that are approaching you from different countries and stuff like that, and how to approach. So do you want to just, comment on that, what you were telling me earlier? Hey, John is on here.
Hey, John.
Okay, go ahead. He's probably just getting himself set up.
Yeah, I mean, what I noticed is that I got a lot of people from other countries, like African, like Asian countries, like people from Bangladesh. I had a Skype call with, and I found out that the majority is not that serious. Maybe the few, they say, yeah, they might check it out, but I was saying like how to deal with it with these people, and how do
Yeah. Go ahead.
So that's the thing what I experienced. It's like a lot of these nowadays, these people in the group, they're also trying to ask you money, asking you money, and says they're not that serious, you can obviously see they're not that serious, if they're starting to ask that. But like I said, yeah, but the other ones there, I saw one member was from Morocco. He joined IBK, so it doesn't mean that all of the people are like that, right?
Yeah,
So how to deal with that, like that? How to with those people?
Well, I have that all the time too. I mean, you have people. You've got to literally start asking just a few of the questions. Okay, like the first thing that I get with people when they connect with me is, when they're coming on saying, I want to know more about IBK. So I asked them, the first thing I asked them, well, what is it that made you want to know more about it? Are you business driven? Are you looking to replace your income? Are you looking to make an income? These are the first questions I ask. I go through almost like an interview with people, because they're either going to pass my interview or they're going to fail it. And I tell people, look, I'll even tell them, I don't think this is for you. Like, I have a lot of people that come to me and say, I want to have something that's completely automated. And I go, well, the first thing you need to do is find it and then let me know about it, because I'd like to know where that system is, because nothing is fully automated.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care what anybody says. They can argue till they're blue in the face with me. Nothing is 100% automated out there. Okay. You can have a system that will go out there and do stuff on automation, but it's not going to close your sales for you. Okay. Here's one of the things, like, as an example, I had a gentleman from, I'm not sure, I think it was India or somewhere over in the Middle East that contacted me, and he goes, I'm a student here. I'm trying to figure out how I can make some money online. And I go, okay, well, do you have any kind of investment capital? Okay. Because you have to, this is a business. People say, well, don't use that word investment. Well, come on. It's a business. You have to have some kind of capital to start a business. Okay. Any business requires capital. And, he came back to me and says, well, no, I'm completely broke and there's no way. Well, I said, look, there's ways that you can make money out here. You can't do it with what I'm doing. Okay. You need to have investment capital to start up the business. But I mean, you can go and find things out there that you can join free programs out there, but you're going to work probably, 12, 14 hours a day. So be prepared to do that. And you're not going to make a whole lot of money doing it. Okay. It's $197 to come into my program. It may take you 6 or 8 months to raise that, trying to do it through an online program. You're better off to go and do some local, duties with somebody, like a small shop or something like that, raise the capital. I'm telling you, you're going to have to find a job. You're going to have to figure out a way to raise capital, okay? Because without it, you really can't do anything. And even still, even with IBK, with the poster software and everything we have, it works absolutely awesome and stuff. But there's still things that are involved here. There's still time to go and run this, because You run the program, which doesn't take very long at all, but it's your follow-up. So you're looking at an hour to 3 hours a day in follow-up. So be prepared to do that. If you're not prepared to do that, again, do you have passion or do you not have passion to want to get to where you want to be? Okay? I'm a guy who likes to live life on his own terms. You know, I'm involved in IBK, and I'm involved in another program that allows me to go and party the beaches of the world. That's how I want to live my life. I don't want to live it in a cubicle. Okay? I don't want to spend 3 hours a day in traffic. Okay? I did my time with that. And even now, the way things are, people just have done their time with that already. They're fed up with it after maybe 6 months or a year. Okay? You have to decide if this is what you want to do. And it's the same thing when you're talking to people that are asking you, you know, what is it that you want out of life? What is it? Why are you contacting me? You know, if you want to make money, what are you prepared to do? I'm telling you, I drill these people, and if they find, well, maybe this is, then it's not for you, because this is what is expected of you. You know, after you sign the dotted line with me, it doesn't matter at that point. I've made my money. Okay? I've sold you the goods, and at that point, the transaction is done. You know, in my case, though, I still go out and I still help support them in any way that I possibly can. But, you know, once the sale in IBK is done, it's done. It's $197, okay? And, you know, I'm not here to hold people's hands for the next 6 months. I will do whatever I can. But for me to be training somebody every day for 6 months, it's going to cost a lot more than $197. Let me tell you that, okay? You know, personally, when I do training sessions, I charge $250 an hour. Okay? Because my time is valuable. So, you know, the thing that people have to realize is that their demands are very, very high. You know, when they get involved in a program, they demand that you're there every second of the day. Well, go ask Tony Robbins. Okay? Just go ask him, Anthony Robbins, you know, will he hold your hand for 2 months? Sure he will. Yeah. For $75,000. Yeah. He'll do that. Go ask him. It's on his site what he charges. Okay? You want his time, you're going to pay serious dollar for that. Now, am I worth Tony Robbins? Probably not. But am I worth $250 an hour? Oh, yeah, and that's cheap. Okay? So, here's what you got to understand. In business, if you were to go and buy a franchise someplace, okay? I don't want to use McDonald's because McDonald's is a very, very expensive one. Let's use something like a Starbucks, okay? Or, you know, even a Starbucks franchise, I'm not sure what they are. They're probably about $750,000, okay? And what you get is you get 1 month of training that's included in this thing. And that's $750,000 just for the franchise. That's not all the products and all the stuff that you need to build. That's just the franchise license. Okay, then you got to go out and you got to buy all the equipment, which is probably another $300,000. Okay, $250,000 maybe. Okay, you got to buy all that, but then they throw in 1 month of training. They have somebody who's there for 1 month to get you in operation. After that, if you want more, you pay for that. Okay, it's the same thing if you were to go and start your own business anywhere. Maybe it's not a franchise. You want to start up your own business. You know, buy a corner store, start up your own, I don't know, candy store, whatever it is. Okay? If you don't know how to sell, you're going to have to go and pay for somebody to teach you how to market. Okay? So I have to get this drilled into your head, is that, you know, when you're offered training, like for instance, I offer my training to the IBK. I didn't have to do that. I did that. Billy asked me nicely, he says, Carl, can we put your training in the back office? And I says, well, by all means, let's see if we can help people make some money. But I'm not a support guy. I'm not here to, you know, my stuff is there to show you step by step how to do it. And that's why I do videos and step by step. You want my time and you want me to get on here on a one-on-one with you, then you got to make it worth my time and my, okay? So like I have some people that have come to me and said, you know, I want you to teach me how to do the marketing you're doing. You know, I go, well, I got the training site. Well, I want you to teach me. Well, I says, I'm not sure you want me to do that because I don't know if you can afford me. You know, and I've told people, you know, $250 an hour is what I'm charging. You want my time? You're going to take my time away from my financial freedom and my time freedom? There's a price you're going to pay for that. You know, I have another program. I give people an option. Well, here's another option. You can come in and join me in this program here, which has a monthly fee of like $25 a month. Then you'll get more of my time. But for a one-off fee, you know, everybody's time is valuable. Your time is valuable, Jeremy, right? I mean, do you want to sit on the phone and sit there and try training people? I'll do that. Like I give everybody in my IBK business that joins me in my business, I give them one session that will allow them to sit on the phone with me, and I walk them through the setup of the software and all that kind of stuff till they got it going. After that, they're on their own. I've done my part. You know, occasionally they can phone me and say, well, I forget how to do this. Okay, this is what you do. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're done. It's a quick phone call. But,
yeah,
you know,
but it's not like people babysitting, you know. They have to do it themselves, of course. And they're responsible for their own business. You know.
Well, they have to be, right?
Yeah.
They have to be responsible. And this is the difference about being a entrepreneur and not, I guess. You know, everybody that's out there that comes into this business has to go through, I've always said this, a mind cleanse. They have to forget about everything that they know, and they got to learn everything brand new again. And believe me, when you start to learn this, you'll fall in love with it. And when you fall in love with it, you'll have the passion. And when you have the passion, let me tell you, you have weeks like I have, like $3,000 weeks, $4,000 weeks. Okay, that's what happens when you have passion. Because people see it, they read it in you, they wanna work with you. You know, I provide a full training site. I do that kind of stuff, and you can do that, Jaron. Anybody listening to this can do that, because if you're passionate enough, you learn your business enough, you learn how to market the internet enough. I mean, YouTube is full of all kinds of information videos of how to do stuff online. Okay, you can find it there. It's all over the place. And then when you find that knowledge and you put it to work and it starts to create sales for you, well, now you're a god, right?
Yeah, true.
You see? You know, when I first started with IBK, I did like everybody else did. I used Billy Brady's testimonials and all of his proof and stuff like that to start. Then I started making my own sales, which took about a week before I had, you know, continuous sales starting to come in. Then I started to post my own, just like Billy did, with my picture at the top, pointing down on my success stories, right? And then I started doing it so frequently that people started using my stuff. You know, I mean, you've got so many out there. Alicia Walsh, who does very, very well out there. You know, I don't see much of her posting anymore. I think she's still making money, but I think she's enjoying life now. I think she's traveling a lot now. And see, that's what this whole thing is all about. You know, soon you're not going to be seeing me in this room very, very much anymore because of the program that I'm in, my travel program. You're going to find me doing these kind of things from the beaches now. Okay? Because I'm not going to stay cooped up anymore in where I am. You know, I'm going to start traveling a lot more now. You're going to start seeing me more in different places. Why? Because I can now. Because I went out and I've made some very significant money with IBK. You know, over $10,000 at this point in under 3 months. Okay, that's significant money. Okay, most people on the internet, believe it or not, don't even make $1,000 a year. Okay, a year. You know, and I've done that in a day in IBK. So. And it's not just because I'm a seasoned veteran. It's because I just have passion, man. You know, when I came to IBK, I came out of a terrible, terrible program that absolutely almost destroyed me. And then one previous to that did the same thing. 2 bad programs in a row that I went in there that completely destroyed my list. People would not believe in me anymore. Okay? I have to rebuild here. Okay? I put my trust too much in the ownership of those last 2 companies that absolutely just demolished me. Okay? And it happens. You find them out there. Okay? That's when the company fails you. Okay? IBK, in this one here, you've got a passionate owner in Billy Brady. I mean, this kid, you know what? He's an amazing, amazing guy. I can hardly wait to go meet him in Australia. You know, and I already told him I'm going to buy him a keg of beer. I'm going to throw it right on the table. That's for him, right? So, you know, I mean, this is a guy who's got serious passion for people, for helping people. And he's done it. I mean, everybody's been impacted. You've been impacted. I've been impacted. Yeah. So many people. Right?
Yeah, he is. Absolutely. He's an awesome guy. And he's supportive. When I asked, he's always there. When he's absolutely.
Yeah, you know, even though he's in Australia, I mean, I'm here in Canada, so there's a huge difference. I think it's like 17 hour difference. You know, I have a short window that I communicate with him, but every time he's always there. He always communicates back to me, okay? And he's communicated back to everybody that I brought in that asked questions. This is a guy who's dedicated to the cause. He's got the passion, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll tell you, I will work with anybody who has passion. I will work with you and I will make you as much money as I possibly can, right? And that's why I do these hangouts here. This is just my way of helping people in a broader spectrum to help them get there and show them and guide them to what they need. But it all starts right here. It's the mind cleansing that's got to start, right? I mean, I see you on the streets there, sitting at the cafe, doing your little panographic or what do you call it? Panographic, whatever it is, with the camera there, showing
yeah.
And you know, showing how you're enjoying life.
It is. It was nice weather, and majority of people had to work, but I was sitting there and I was enjoying the weather. This is awesome.
Yeah, you know, and you know, this is what I like to do sometimes. Like, I'll go to these kind of cafes or something like that, and I'll get on and I'll do a video, and I'll talk a little bit louder than normal because I want everybody around to hear that I'm enjoying life. You know, that, you know, all these schmucks got to go and commute the thing, and this is my office today. This is where I get to make money, right? You know, and I get a lot of people that after I do that, they go, well, who are you talking to? I says, well, I was just doing a video and I was just uploading it to all of my followers. Well, what are you doing? Well, and that's what I get into the thing, right? Yeah. And I go, what, you're on your coffee break or you're on your lunch break? You know, this is my office today. You know? So, you know, I've done it at the lake. You know, some of you have seen me do videos from the lake and stuff like that. You know, this is what you want to be doing. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, somebody has to have a job out there, obviously, right? There's got to be jobs for somebody out there. But there's also those people that put in a lot of time over the years. And, you know, they're at the point where they're saying, you know what, I'd really like to go and start, you know, taking a vacation and actually be able to go on a vacation rather than, you know, sit in my backyard for 2 weeks, right? On the broken down furniture that I can't afford to replace because I'm just making enough money, right? You know, and believe me, there's a lot of them out there listening to this and will listen to this that resonate with that. You know, life has changed dramatically for me. I can tell you that since I've been on the internet. I mean, I used to work the corporate world for about 21 years, okay? And I was always dictated how much money I could make. A lot of times I'd have to work more hours during the week and not get paid for those hours, right? Because no, we don't pay overtime. We only pay straight time or whatever, right? You get a lot of that. Or you're working an extra half an hour because you couldn't finish off what you were doing. You go home, you don't get paid for that. You know, you're doing the company a free service, you know, whatever it may be. And then you got to commute for 2 hours home. What I got tired of myself was having to spend 4 hours commuting and then 8 hours. So I'm looking at 12 hours, you know, half a day I spend away from my family. You know, you miss a lot of your kids growing up. Even when at one point in time, I had 2 jobs where I was away 16 hours a day.
Wow.
There was, if my wife hadn't brought my kids to see me at my second job, I'd barely see them. Right? And I did that for 7 years. 7 years straight. So, you know, there's some of you that are listening to this. I know there's some people that I brought into IBK that are working 2 jobs, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, this is a way for you to replace IBK, $150 a sale. Everybody wants this software because of what it does. Okay? It allows you to get your business or your product or service or whatever it is you're selling in front of the right people. Okay? That's why we're making the sales that we do. And if you're not making the sales right now, then you need to go over some of the training because there's something you are doing wrong. You're either not consistent on posting every single day, and you have to be. You know, you've got to be a member of at least, I'm going to say 400 groups, okay? Where you post to 100 groups in the morning and another 100 groups in the afternoon. And then the next day, do the next 100, and then another 100 in the afternoon, and then start repeating that over and over. You've got to be getting that message out every single day. If you're not, you're hurting yourself. And that's what it is. Okay? You know, the other thing is the communication. You know, build your friends list. Because if you're posting in the groups and you're asking them to request info rather than putting your link, ask them to request info. That's building your list. That builds your friends list. This is a 100% targeted list. Okay.
Can I help on that?
Yeah.
Because I have experienced it when I first send them out just only a message. They're going to appreciate it way more. I get being spammed with links, and I really don't like if people going to send me directly a link. I said, hey, I didn't ask for a link, you know, and I feel like I don't know you. Why would I look at it, you know? And that's, I don't want to be treated like that.
Yeah.
And also, you know, don't treat people like that as well, you know. And I noticed that, and for myself and with others. Exactly.
I'm going to share something here. I'm just loading up my Facebook here. I'm going to share a screen because there's some stuff I want to share on here that I think you guys or a lot of people who are listening to this are not doing. Okay, so I'm just loading my Facebook up here, and I'm going to show you guys something. Okay, and this is very, very important. Actually, my wife showed me this. Okay, that I didn't know about this, and I missed out on possibly, you know, a lot of sales. I know I missed out on one for sure. Someone else got the sale from me because I didn't respond back fast enough. Okay, so just give me a sec here and I'm going to share my screen.
Right.
Okay, you can see my screen, right? Oops.
It's black still, but
hang on. Ah, where'd it go? Oh, let me try it again. Nope. Is it there?
No.
Oh, it's black. What the heck is going on here? Okay, hang on. Hang on. I gotta stop this sharing and let me just redo it again. Crap.
Yep, you're back.
Yeah, let me just try this again. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so right up here, okay, you know where you have this is where your friends are. This is your new people requesting to be a friend of yours, okay? Then you've got the middle one here. This is the one where people leave messages, right? Okay, you can see there's messages and stuff like that in here. This one here that says other. This one here is where you can get a lot of messages that came in. I've got none in here. I had a few that came in here. I've already answered them. But I had at one point, I had 142 messages in there, and I didn't know what that meant. And my wife goes, "You got to be looking at that." And I went in there, and I must have had 40 or 50 people saying, "Please send me some more info." And one person I got back to very late, and they go, "Oh, that's okay. I already found somebody else and joined."
Yeah.
You see? So
Yeah, I knew about it. But
you knew
yeah,
about
a lot
that.
of people. Yeah, I knew about it, but a lot of people don't know about the other folder.
They don't.
And not only the other folder.
That is critical. This thing here, I'm telling you, I lost 150 bucks in there. Okay,
Yeah.
so you want to be, that's real important for people to know these kind of things.
Carl, let me say one thing. Not only the other folder, also the spam folder. There's also messages in there.
Oh, the spam folder. Yeah, I didn't get into that too. So, look at these things, you guys, because you could be losing sales. I've lost 150 bucks. That cost me 150 bucks not knowing that. Okay? And, to some people out there, 150 bucks would have been groceries on the table. Okay? So, make sure that you're looking and you're not missing out on anything. The work that you're doing, I'm telling you, there's a gold mine there, but you got to respond back. The other thing, like you were talking about, Jaron, you were talking about messaging people. Like what I do is I go into my friends list. Let me just share again. Okay.
Yeah, and that brings me also to another question.
Yep, go ahead.
Well, I see some people, not all, that they, by the way, I hear an echo or something, but I noticed that some people, for example, they post a lot, some they're not, and some they wake up with a sale that, for example, people join them without asking info or something like that. Yeah. I wonder how do you get these people? Because most of these people, when they join me, they always want to know, asking more info, or they want to interact with me,
Well, see, these people that are doing that, like I've woken up to sales like that too, because what happens is in the software on Facebook, I don't ask for people's, or I don't put my link in most of the time. Sometimes I do, but not very often. But if I'm running a solo ad or something like that, like I use Hercules to run my solo ads and stuff, I put my link in there, and I do make sales from there. I've woken up to sales from Hercules. Like I've made a lot of money from Hercules. A lot of people don't use it. That's why it's on my training. It's a very highly responsive list.
Wow. Okay.
So I mean, I use it all the time. I post every single day to Hercules, and I make probably, I don't know, I'm going to say 2 to 5 sales or more every couple of weeks from Hercules.
Wow, seriously.
Okay. I've had people that came in and joined me in my other programs from Hercules as well. Not only did they buy IBK from me, but they came into my other businesses as well, because they like the way I'm posting. And again, sorry, go ahead.
Back, by the way, John is still here again.
Oh, John's back again? Okay.
Yeah.
So the one thing I wanted to share with people here, I'm just going to use Joanne as an example. Joanne's actually one of the members of IBK. But, I would go and put a something in here. Like I did another promotion in here about my travel. But I would go something like, are you open to looking at an additional, I'm going to change that. Let me think here for a second. You know what? I'm on the spot here. I can't think right at the moment. But basically, what you want to do here is you want to type something like, are you currently marketing something at present online? If you're not, or even if you are, get back to me if you're interested in adding anything on. You don't put a link in there, right? You just request them to respond back to you. You can word that any way you want, but that's like an example, okay? And I'll go down my list. Like I got 1,663 friends in here, okay? A lot of you might say, well, that's not a lot of friends. I says, well, a lot of my friends in here have made me an awful lot of money, okay? because I have a responsive friends list. Okay, that's the other thing that I do. You know, here's something that I do here. See, Kim King. Okay, this is the first thing that I do when I'm accepting a friend. Okay, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to show you what I do. I go in. I look at their profile. Okay, I want to see if they're actually active in business, and it looks like they are. Okay, so I'm going to confirm the request, and then I'm going to message. I'm going to go and I'm going to message her. Okay, and I'm going to say, thanks for connecting. What made you connect with me? All right. See, I want to know why people are connecting with me. I want to know, how did they find me? Did they find me from an ad? Or was it, you know, a friend recommended them? What was it? Are they following me in IBK on some of my videos? How? You know, I want to know what made them want to connect with me, right? And this opens a window for me to start having a conversation with them. Okay? The last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get them on Skype with me. Okay? That's the biggest thing. That's where I close probably 90% of my sales. Okay?
So all the contacts you invite in Skype, most of all?
Everything. Everybody that I connect with, I get them on Skype, we have a phone call, and I pretty much close every deal. Okay?
All right.
Skype is the most powerful tool you could ever own in business. The most powerful tool. Because it allows you to call internationally anywhere you want for free. Okay? You can do a video chat. You can do a screen share. You can do everything. I have people that get on the phone with me and they go, you know, Carl, are you actually making the money you're making? Yeah, I am. Let me show you. And I'll go and I'll open up my PayPal account and I'll go through them and I'll show them. See? Right?
And what to say, that brings me also to a question. What to say to people, for example, I had one girl, she said, so how much money do you have made with IBK? I said, yeah, I just made my first sale. And then she said, oh, but I said, I provide some training and support for, remember I give. And then she was saying that, yeah, but, oh, you made just only one sale, but how can you give me the support and training then? And she decided to go off. So what do you say to people if they say, if you don't have, let's say you didn't make yet $3,000 or something, what do you say to those people?
Well, the first thing I say is, you know, I've made a sale, which is 80% more than what most people make on the internet. So I'm already on my way, okay? I've already got pretty much my entire investment back that I put into this business. So anything from here on forward is complete profit for me, you know? And I also tell them, you know what? I'm not in a rush to become a millionaire like most people, you know? I'm here to go one sale at a time. And because I've already made one sale, you've already contacted me to see that I've already made a sale. Okay? And now I'm going to have my proof out there showing people that I've made a sale. They're going to contact me saying, hey, you're making sales? I've just made a sale. Yes. And I'm the happiest camper. I've made more sales than most people have out there on the internet and all kinds of other businesses. Because most join businesses and never make a sale. But I'm making sales, and I'm getting paid instantly. You see, it's all how you do it. And again, it's got to be the power of passion in your voice.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, if you're going to go, oh, well, you know, I just got lucky, I guess. I just made a sale. And, you know,
yeah.
You know, if you're going to be like that, then that's probably your last sale, right? But you know what? Like I tell everybody, okay, you piggyback off of somebody until you have success. Once you have success, like I've told you, you start marketing yourself, and you market the crap out of yourself. Okay? You market the crap out of yourself. Because people are going to phone you. They're going to say, you know, yes, I have. I've made $150. And like that, sir, oh, you only made $150? I go, well, how much have you made? Right? You know? Because most of the time, most people are saying, oh, you only made $100. They've never made $100.
Yeah, or they're
But yet
saying,
they're going, oh, you
or
only
they,
made
or they,
$100?
yeah, or they're saying, yeah, they're promoting their own offers. You have also those people, you know, they contact
Okay,
you.
so you say, you know what? I'm promoting the IBK software, but there's also people in here because I got people that are using it to promote all kinds of stuff out there. Okay, I got one guy who's heavily promoting iPass with the software out there. Why? Because he can. Our software is generic. You can promote anything you want. I also did a hangout here, you know, last month. You were on it, I think, where I was showing everybody how you could go into different niches with our software and sell stuff, whatever you got. You know, if you're a fisherman, you got a fishing product, you want to sell that, you can use our product. Go on there and go into all the fishing groups that are out there and start selling your product. You know, if you just wrote a recipe book, well, then you can go out into all the cooking groups out there and start selling your cooking book, right? Your recipe book, whatever it is. You know, the thing is, again, mind cleanse and passion. Once you have that, I'm telling you, you write your own paycheck. You know, I haven't had a full-time job in almost 15 years, right? And it's pretty damn good. It's pretty fun, right? That I can sit here at home, do nothing, like not have to commute or anything. And I shouldn't say do nothing. I run my software now, and then I respond to requests. And I'm doing that with my travel business too. You know? Anybody, I'm telling you, the majority of people who are going to listen to this or who are listening to this right now are doing other things. John, who's our programmer, who's on here right now. John, I don't know if you can hear me or anything, but, you know, John has other things that he does too as well. He develops software. John, do you want to come on and tell everybody what you do?
Hello, Carl. How are you guys?
I'm well, John. Welcome to the...
Hello, John.
Hi, Carl. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Okay. I was listening to you guys and it was just lovely.
Well, there you go. Well, everyone who's listening, John is the one who has actually developed the software for IBK. And he develops software for a living. You know, he has other softwares and that he has. And it's amazing that we... John, I don't know if you want to just come on and just kind of explain what you did for IBK with the software and so forth.
Yeah, actually, in the IBK Facebook group poster, flood sharing, and auto join groups is a non-API based software. Like it doesn't follow the Facebook API. So most people like make software for Facebook group poster which are API based. So this one is not API based. This one is like if you post to groups, no one can tell. Even Facebook cannot tell that something has been done automatically, right? So the beauty of this software is it is more powerful. It gives you more options. Like API restricts you, but this software you can do whatever you want to do. We're trying to add more features. We are updating it almost like every week, and we're getting good results with it. You know.
Well, you know what it is? It's Ninja. Just like John, he comes in, you can see him. He's in the dark. He comes on here and he's talking to you because he's a ninja in the background making this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? This software, it can't be found. It's like it's cloaked, which is amazing, and that's why I love this software.
Yeah, it definitely works. Also, me, it made me sales, and it's awesome, guys. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to add more features to it. Is like I'm like in constant touch with Billy, so hopefully we can make it more better and better as far as we progress. You know.
Oh yeah, man, and I know there's another one coming that you're also developing for us, I believe. I'm not going to mention that on here, but there's another one coming, and
Yeah.
which I'm very excited about. Actually, I've been fortunate enough to kind of been test driving the beta version of it, I guess, so to speak, and it's very cool. Let me tell you, I'm excited about it because I'm getting a lot of response now from that other social network that it's designed for. So you know, if you're not an IBK, you need to get back to whoever brought you to this. You know, whoever had asked you, you know, provided a link or information to you, get back to them and get this. Especially if you're in any business out there, if you're not using this software, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Most people like when buy softwares, will get softwares, but don't make full use of it. You know, like for example, when I developed these softwares, I bought a new PC for it, a new desktop computer for it, so that it can run continuously, so that it can generate me leads. You know, it's all about leads, and then it's all about follow-up emails and writing your content and about relationships.
Yeah.
So the software just automates the process, just saves your time and gives you more freedom. You know.
Absolutely. You know, this is the one thing I like about it, and I just talked about this a little bit earlier. You know, and you just hit on it. It's leads, okay? Because what this software does, especially when you're putting your message in there and you're saying, you know, just request info, like say send info, that is a 100% targeted lead. That is a more powerful lead than anything that comes in off a capture page, okay? Because these people have actually contacted you back, where the people on a capture page just fill out information. They'll put anything in there just to get through to the next page. But on Facebook, when they're requesting the information from you, that person you're actually texting the information to. Okay? So they have actually physically communicated with you, which makes them even more powerful than anything that comes in off a capture page. Okay? Just letting you know that that's how powerful this is. And I'm getting, I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 20 leads a day coming in from this software. Okay, a day. You know, I've had as many as 56 come in a single day from this. Real people asking me for my link. And those people, not all of them, but a few of them bought from me. So, you know, I had almost $1,000 a day. I had, like, I think 7 sales in one day, or 6 sales in one day. $900? I think that is, yeah. 6 sales in a day. Yeah. How many of you would want to have 6 sales in a day? Most people don't make that in a week. So.
Yeah, I want to mention here that, like, I have great experience in Facebook. You know, when you start posting to groups, when you won't see any results at the beginning, but when it starts, you know, you won't even stop it. You know. So you have to be patient. You have to be patient and wait for it, and be consistent and be positive. And you should never, ever like there would be people who would be negative. If you are like arguing with those negative people, you're just wasting your time. If someone is negative, just forget it, ignore it, and move forward, because your time is very precious. You know.
You know, this is what I do to people who respond negatively to me. I go, well, I thank you for your input. Have a great day. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all I say. Thank you for your input. Have a great day. You know, and that will basically, well, pretty much shut them up after that, right? And you're right, John. You know, you're posting out there, like a lot of people will make their first post and they go, oh man, I gotta wait for all the leads to come in. Well, they won't necessarily all come in on the same day. They will trickle in because, you know, it's just like, I've used this example like a McDonald's commercial, okay? If you see a McDonald's commercial once a month, you're not likely to go to McDonald's. But if you see a McDonald's commercial every single day, you're likely to go to McDonald's in the next couple of days and go get a Big Mac or something, okay? It's all about consistency, and this is what I preach. You know what? If you're not going to do this every single day, then you can't expect results. You're a business person. Stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an employer, okay? You've got to be looking at whatever it's going to take to drive business to you. You know? Use the poster in Facebook. But it doesn't stop you from going to LinkedIn or Google Plus or Pinterest or anything like that and sharing the same thing on there. So you got to do it manually. Oh, life's tough, isn't it? That you actually got to do some work. But you know, I've always said that business is 80-20, at least in IBK it is. Okay? The Facebook software does 80% of the work, but there's still 20% that's regarded by you to respond back to people. So, John, I take my hat off to you, and I thank you so much for creating. So, I have to thank you for creating that for us. Anything you want to add, Jern? Or?
Welcome.
Yeah, same here. Thanks for the support, John, and the support.
There you go. Anything you want to add, John? No? Guess we're good? Okay. So I guess we're kind of at the end here. You know, we've been an hour in. I pretty much took over the show, so sorry about that, guys. But, you know, I just want to make sure that you stay passionate, okay? If you don't have the passion, the money's never going to roll in, okay? You got to be passionate about everything that you're doing. Do videos. Get videos out there. We have the flood sharing that's in there that you can use videos for. It's powerful, okay? When I used the flood sharing in that software, I made 3 sales in 2 days off of my videos, okay? Get the videos out. Videos are more powerful than anything else. If you're not, if you're, I don't know, timid about it or whatever, just do one. Who cares? I mean, if you guys ever saw my first video online, you'll see that I have the sweat pouring down my face. You can see it dripping off the front of my nose and everything. It looked like I was in an oven or something, but I was just so nervous. But I posted the video anyways. Okay?
Yeah, it's like the first video you put is difficult. I never put any video of mine out there yet.
Well, we'll get you going, don't you worry.
Yeah.
But videos are important, guys, okay? Do videos. You know, go for a walk. Do a selfie video as you're walking, and then post it up to Facebook. And then you can take that video on Facebook. You get the link there. We have all the training that shows you how to do that. You grab that, throw that in the flood sharing, and flood it, okay? People want to know that you are real, okay? So don't sit there and do your video over 100 times. So what if you screw it up the first time?
Yeah, like I did in the beginning.
You share it. Share it anyways.
Yeah.
You know, unless you swore in it, then you'd have to redo it. But you know, but if it's just like, oh, gee, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna let it go anyways. You know, and you know, and then people know that you're real. Okay. And who knows? You know, if it's funny enough, it might go viral. So I've seen that happen too.
Yeah.
You know. So you know, I had one video last year. There was that that ALS thing where you poured the ice water over your head and stuff like that. Well, I did one of those videos for ALS, and you know, the way I did it, I guess it went viral, and you know, I got about, I don't know, 15,000 hits or something on it or something. So, but it also made me some sales in my other thing, because attached to my video on YouTube, obviously, I had my link, right? So
Yeah.
you see, it's amazing what can happen when you do a simple video out there. And I'll get into more YouTube training and stuff like that at a later date. But you know, that's a software I'd love to have too, John. And I know that you kind of have that up your sleeve. So who knows what could happen down the road for IBK with that. So
Yeah. I'm trying to empower the people of IBK, you know, with these softwares, so that they can, like, I want them to not only stick to Facebook, you know,
yeah,
and expand.
yep. Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, you know, Facebook has 1.2 billion people on it, but then you've got things like Pinterest and LinkedIn and Google and all that also have hundreds of millions on them, if not billions. Like Google, billions again there, right? YouTube, billions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, don't stick to one market. I don't. You know, I use my Facebook poster, yes, but I also post in LinkedIn every day. I also post in Pinterest. I post in Google Plus. I post everywhere. So I got to do it manually. Big deal. Well, except for LinkedIn. I'm kind of fortunate there. But, you know, the point that I'm making, everyone, is, you know, don't just sit back and run your software. You know, spend some time. It's your business. Again, throw the passion there. You know, so you spend 4 hours a day rather than 1 hour a day. But if you're making 150 plus a day, well, that's pretty much worth it. You can't make that work in less than 8 hours a day anywhere, and that you have to have a pretty big, good-paying job for that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
150.
I mean, yeah, 150. Yes, $25 an hour. I mean,
well, yeah.
Not even more. If 4 hours, it's it's about
$100. Yeah. So you're looking about between $20 and $25 an hour to make $150 a day, and $150 a day is $4,500 a month. Okay. So you know you're looking at $50,000 plus a year at $150 a day. That's pretty damn good money, considering we don't have to work 8 hours a day to do that. I don't know about anybody else, but you know, you wanna you know this is where you have an opportunity to do that. Now, not everybody's going to make $150 a day. You know, some people are going to make maybe, I don't know, 4 sales a week or 3 sales a week. You know, that still equates to, you know, $1,400, $1,500 a month, and if that's a part-time income to you, that pays a lot of the bills and gives you a lot of fun money. Okay, on top of your full-time job if you have one. So
yeah,
you know,
like with the automation softwares, you can like it saves your time and you can concentrate on other things, you know.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody who's running other businesses out there, I don't know about you, but I'm using it for my other business, and it works great. I post, this is what I do, just so any of you guys know, I post my IBK stuff in the morning, and then at night I post my travel stuff. Right? So if you're in any other business, take 100 groups and post in the morning, and then 100 groups from whatever your other business is and post in the evening. You know, there's no excuse. It's just a matter of, you know, what does it take, John? I think it takes me 3.5 minutes to run my software, load it all up, you know, with all the message and everything in there, and click the button to start it and start. I think it's 3.5 minutes tops is what I think I do. I got it down to an art now. But even if it took you 5 minutes, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, there's a lot of extra time there.
Yeah. And all you have to wait for like 2 hours, and after 2 hours you will have some people who asking for more info, you know, and you have to respond to them, and you're done.
Absolutely do. You've got to be following up, and that's why I showed everybody earlier on here the Facebook. You know what? You've got to be checking that throughout the day. I have, you know, it comes on my phone. I get notified on my phone if I'm not home, if people are requesting stuff, and I just type it into them. Here's the information. I don't even have to be home, and I send people information. You know, I was at a barbecue the other night, and I sent in information, right? And I made a sale, right? So, you know, it's like, it's amazing, you know, the life that we can live. We can go and have fun, go to barbecues, and still make money. So, just be passionate, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we'll wrap this up. Thanks for coming on today, John. You're more than welcome to come on anytime you want. I'm glad you came on today. Jaron, same thing with you. Always a pleasure having you on here, bud.
Same here, Carl. Thanks for the hangouts, you know.
Yep.
I mean,
and thank everyone else who came by to stand by and watch and listen in. And feel free to, you know, join the channel here. You'll always get the updates on what's going on here. and get back to whoever invited you to this hangout or who has shared information with you about IBK, and get it, man. I'm telling you, you can, if you want to resell it, you'll make $150 in commissions. But if you've got another business, this is your gold mine software. And if you're not using it, you're losing out, because there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people you're not connecting with that you could be. So with that said, guys, have a great day, and we'll be back here again next Wednesday. So with that said, take care and talk.
Bye, Carl. Take care. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.